weighing 227 pounds, Y2J, Chris Jericho.
What is going on, everybody? It is Wednesday. Night is overbooked. Episode number 26. Holy cow, we've been doing this for 26 episodes.
Let's do it. Yeah.
How did we make it here? Especially with the ego.
It's a miracle.
I asked myself
who's
that.
with us tonight? Is it
I
Left
asked
Side or
myself that
Right with
every
us tonight?
You know, Ego. I think Ego's living a double life. I think he's got us all hoodwinked based on some recent.
Maybe it's like that Star Trek episode with the transporter where Ego got split into two beings, like Kirk.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
I mean, literally. Would you like to entertain this, Ego?
I will neither confirm nor deny my current status with Jade Cargill. Okay, all I can say is that guy is mighty good looking. Okay.
Yeah.
I was honestly when I saw that, I was shocked, absolutely shocked, and I'm like, holy shit, it's Ego, just taller.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he could be wearing platform shoes. Just saying.
And they have these. They have lift socks. Okay, they have lift socks. I've looked into it. Not that I've tried them. I've looked into it for science.
Socks.
Yes, I'll if I can find it, I'll talk to you. I'll show you guys later. But yes, it's a thing.
I kind of don't want to see.
Oh, this looks like an ankle bracelet. It's like an ankle brace. Yeah, but it's got like a lift underneath it.
And Ego wonders why he's on the bottom all the time. With that being said,
Of Jade, probably.
Shit. No. Yeah. It's Never mind. We're moving on. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. We've got a lot of stuff that's been happening tonight. We got a brand new segment, so we're going to move through the news pretty quickly because this next segment very involved. And also, by the way, I'm saying it here, and I'm not the only one who has said it. Maxine Dupree, better than Jade Cargill in the ring.
I don't have a surprised face for that. I have nothing.
Just saying.
With that being said,
Nothing right now.
of course, the man who joined fourth on the stream, but he's sitting at number 3. That would be Bradley Duke Devil, because LeftEyeEgo is just, he's burned his credibility.
That was a long time ago on the Jade Cargill train. So this is a different one this week. It's a different one this week.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, and I know I commented on it in the DMs and everything. The main topics were easy because I have in my mind where I want to go. The tough thing, literally, I was still revising up to like an hour and a half ago, is who the participants are. That was actually the toughest part.
Yeah.
Harder than I thought it was going to be.
Well,
Yeah.
The hardest thing, though, to me, without getting into details, is figuring out who is actually going to be champions by then. Because, you know, with the long-term planning and all that. So you have to work backwards from that.
Right. So what I took from what Joker was saying and everything was the two main champions are going to be the same, which I actually kind of think. I think we're still going to have Gunther as champion and Cody as champion. So I presume those two going into Royal Rumble will still be the champions because, I mean, we got Survivor Series coming up and we got Bad Blood. Wait, what do you have in September? I don't even know. September. We have Bad Brothers Survivor Series. I don't see it. I don't see a title change happening. I don't see a title change.
Don't either.
But,
I guess the weird thing is if go on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. I'm sorry, man.
But in my timeline, there will be a title change.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So interesting enough, I actually saw for Bad Blood a Jade Cargill advertisement. I'm not joking. She was front and center,
This
and it
team
had the
just
blood
started,
drop.
bro.
Oh,
Okay.
What do you mean we just started? It's true.
Oh my
hold
god.
on. Before we throw more shade on Ego for
I'm not
the
throwing
Jade Cargo
shade.
love. Speaking of advertisements, can we just mention that Bash in Berlin was also sponsored by Star Wars Outlaws?
Yeah,
really?
Oh.
True story. It was.
Did
A
you
couple
imagine if it
matches
was
were.
sponsored by Concord?
Meh.
That's the only way it could be worse.
I mean, it's kind of like sponsoring I don't know, X-Files by toilet paper. Like what the fuck does that anyway? What? Don't look at me. I'm in a minimal role tonight because quite frankly, I've been so busy. I didn't do the homework. I didn't have time to do the homework tonight. So my opinion is very moot. I put that in the Twitter chat, but it didn't go through. So
Okay.
Moot like a cow is moot.
Moot.
it's a moo point. It's a moo point.
Hi,
Speaking
man.
of
How
them-
you doing?
What's up, man? Thank you.
Hey guys. So, you all ready for the great news this week? The uplifting spiritual things we hear from wrestling all the time. You know?
I hope so.
All right.
Odyssey Jones.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, like, if he's guilty, fine, whatever, right?
Right.
But if he's not guilty, I hope he sues WWE for $1 billion. I'm getting tired. I mean, yeah, let's statistically maybe he is guilty. I'm not saying on the guilt part, but when how many like the guy with Rick and Morty, the creator of Rick and Morty, who was purged from his own TV show, and all the allegations proved false, and nothing. They don't apologize. They don't give money. Nothing. Or the Covington kids. Remember them? Or anything.
Yeah.
They get
they got money.
Fired. They got sued. They sued though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They get fired. They get expelled. They whatever. And now Odyssey Jones, again, we don't know. We just don't know. I'm not let the court determine that. But I just hope what I would do if I owned, I would suspend him. I would say he's suspended. He'll get paid, but he's not going to be on TV pending the court resolution. That's the way it should be done legally. And in this country, we have to stop with letting the government cancel people for unproven crap.
What did I miss?
It's actually not the government; it's the people that do it.
Okay, so Odyssey Jones was removed. So Odyssey Jones was removed from the active roster on Raw, and been the official word is he has been let go by the WWE of pending charges of domestic abuse.
Okay. Oh yeah, I saw. I was looking at him on the roster. Okay, I see. Okay,
yeah, that's all we know. That's all we know right now. Is it's alleged charges are pending. He has not been arrested. There's no court date set, but WWE kind of in a knee jerk reaction took this course. So I kind of agree with Matt.
So all I know is I saw the title and everything, but I'm very particular, obviously, about the specifics of these type of things. He wasn't arrested, so is there actual criminal allegation at this point, or is this a civil thing? Do we know anything at all beyond that?
Not that I know.
We don't know nothing. I mean, that's why I'm saying we have to let whatever's playing out play out. I'm just saying if he's innocent of this, then he should sue. You know, just like remember Michael Irvin, like he was
Yeah.
totally innocent. There's no physical contact or anything. The hotel was even trying to cover up and help the woman blame him. He had to sue to get the footage, prove him, but ESPN still fired him basically, and all sorts of other stuff. And you know, again, no man should ever put their hands on a woman unless it's self-defense, right? You know, but because you can kill a woman. I mean, I'm middle-aged and I can kill a woman with one punch if I really put my mind to it. You know, it's the reality of the male body. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, you know, we have laws to prevent violent vigilantism, and the court has to play its course. You know, there's tons of false accusations, and we need to stop this sort of rush to judgment by corporations, the government, social media, whatever. Well, free speech is free speech. I don't want to get into that part of it, you know. But like, it's just crazy. It's just crazy, you know. So
I agree.
There actually used to be a time where I think that corporations and such would not bend so quickly, but I think especially in light, obviously, of the Me Too movement and just the court of public opinion more than anything, has really changed the dynamics of especially celebrities when it comes to criminal charges. And not for the regular Joe Schmo. No one's going to care about that. But, you know, when a celebrity is accused, it's instantaneous because all of a sudden you have to deal with the backlash of everything. And you have all the social platforms just spouting off stuff. No one knows what happens. And as someone with a lot of experience in the criminal justice field, don't go presuming anything. That's why I say I want to hear all the details. That's why I hate legal reporting by mass media, because they don't understand it and they literally just do it to make it sensationalized.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So that's a nice. So on a more uplifting segment, I mentioned this in our chat, and we talked about this story. This was one of the first. This goes back to when we first started. It was Ryan Tyler, the Redbeard, and I, and we talked about Maxine Dupree and an incident she had at a house show where she got booed. I mean, badly, and a fan said, "You know, you suck. Don't come back." And at the time, Maxine was pretty much, she was more of a valet. She was a valet manager role. It's what she was doing in NXT. WWE brought her up to the main roster, not as a manager, but as an in-ring performer. She was not ready. So the thing about how shows is, yes, it is more fun, it's more loose, but it's where people get some reps in. They get some reps in. They get to try new things. And a fan was not happy with the product he got, and he booed. That's his right. He has every reason to do that. Recently, Maxine Dupree has been looking very good in the ring. She's so in my thought, she's taken lemons. She's made lemonade out of it. I mean, even folks who are some of the most critical have said Maxine is looking a lot better in the ring, and they have actually used this name. She moves better in ring than Jade Cargill does, and this just goes to what I have said, that Jade just doesn't want to improve. Jade is one of the only WWE current roster superstars that bypassed NXT, because that's usually the program. Now you start there, you develop, you get brought up to the main roster. Jade bypassed that. So I just think that it was kind of, I just like, it's a good story. It's Maxine is like, you know what, I'll show you, and I'm going to improve. Now do either of these ladies have what it takes to do a 12 to 18 minute match? No, not even close. No. But you can definitely see a marked improvement.
Well, Joker, mid-carders shouldn't be doing 12 to 18-minute matches, though.
Mhm.
I mean,
That's
there's
fair.
the mid-carders should be doing 5 to 10-minute, warm the crowd up, show some a couple spots off type of thing while you get
Main event light
Right.
shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have no problem with Dupree. She did improve. I like what she did in that. That's an example of proper use of a mixed tag match. Even though I still hate them because you can't have but at least there the men said that was like if you watch Lucha Libre, that's how it works in actual intergender. You'll see the men helping the women put on these good spots, and then and the only men who have to physically engage with women are the same size as them. They coordinate all that stuff,
The other thing I thought about Maxine was she was more in the style when she came in of a WWE diva than a women's wrestler. She actually reminded me a lot of Stacy Keibler in a way. Maybe just because she's taller, very long legs. And of course, she after that whole thing in the house show, that became a storyline for a bit because they made Mean Candice, where Candice was like pushing around the ring, saying she sucked. Now Candice actually can wrestle, but comparatively, but I think almost that was too mean, because it was really. I actually think that Maxine, whatever, I think her real name is like what's it says here, Sydney something. I literally think she probably was.
Yeah, she is.
She was actually probably really upset by that whole thing.
Yeah. Well, what was it? Maxine's the real life last name has one vowel in it. It's ZRTMZER.
But it's pronounced as all vowels, probably. So I don't know what even that is.
Yeah.
Some sort of like Slavic.
Zumzerzerl. Literally, this is like a
like pronouns.
This is like a drow elf name. This is a D&D character's name. Zimzerl. Actually, that's not a bad name. Maybe your next Baldur's Gate character.
No, I can see that she improved on there. Was she with American Alpha for any time where she improved, or is just like she's on her own and then improved, and then she's with American Alpha?
She's always been part of the she's always she started off with the Maximum Male, the models, with her brother Max Dupree, who's actually LA Knight.
What?
And then I know, right? And then
sell me on that one. No offense.
And then she kind of latched onto Otis and became a part of that act.
Okay.
And that's led to where she is now.
Okay, so that's what I was just saying. Like, what they did with Maxine Dupree is what I thought they should have done with Jade Cargill, in the fact of giving her someone to play off of that isn't Bianca Belair to weigh her down. Like her being in.
You mean that isn't so?
Wait, vice versa?
You mean that is it?
He meant it the way he meant it the way you mean. He meant it the proper way. He just said it backwards.
I meant both ways. But they're weighing each other down. It's gonna. Bianca's being weighed down a little bit more.
Really?
I'll say that. You would have put Jade Cargill with two other. I don't know who you put her with. I mean,
he's working through the 12 steps. Let him go, guys.
Thank you. No, I'm not gonna make amends with y'all anytime soon.
he's depressed because his right eye got the girl and he didn't. So
right, I'll be bargaining pretty soon. No, I mean
we got AI now. We can make right eye humble anytime we want.
No, I mean I wish would have had her with maybe the Wyatt Six or another 2-man stable. You could have done the intergender tags without having to do it like Lucha. She could have been set up for decent spots and gotten better over time, the way that Maxine Dupree did. I just think that as the time goes on, Jade Cargill is looking like that action figure that doesn't stand up right.
The other thing,
I was going to say, in my review of Bash, I said they should have used that match to break them up, basically have Jade and Bianca lose. Bianca goes heel, beats the crap out of Jade, puts her out for a couple months so she can go to the performance center and train. like a fake kayfabe injury. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then when Bianca is a heel and Jade has now done house shows and got a groove down or whatever, she can come back and have a good feud with Bianca as a face. You know?
Yeah,
They're not serving anyone's interest by keeping them in the tag team.
I may be in the minority, but to me, it seems like they were trying to build Jade Cargill up as someone that could have gone toe to toe with Charlotte Flair in terms of aesthetics, in terms of power moves. I think that's what they're building her up to be. It's just like there's nothing wrong with putting her in the minor leagues until she's able to actually get to the point where she can go toe to toe with a thoroughbred like Charlotte Flair.
She will never be there.
See, I knew he was going to come in at the wrong time.
Yeah,
agreed.
The other thing that honestly, and I guess we're just going to continue bashing Jade. Jade does not have any presence. I mean, at least Maxine can be entertaining in the little vignettes they've done with Alpha Academy and everything, but Jade does not have a personality. She can't work the mic, and that's a large part of being able to really be a successful performer, in my opinion. I mean, you have to have the in-ring talent, but the ones who do the best are the ones that combine, like, they generate the heat, not just off their performance, they generate it off the mic skills after revving up the crowd. And some people even get it going without even wrestling.
And it actually helps. And it actually helps that for a lot of what Alpha does, it's kind of like Matt said, it's a mid-card comedy act.
Yeah.
So so that definitely helps in that sense.
Right.
And that's fine, because you need that. You need like the lighthearted aspect of the show when you're dealing with, Damian Priest, babyface Damian Priest, badass Damian Priest, vying for whatever the hell he wants to do. Who's totally gone bisexual Undertaker at this point.
Right.
Yeah. Need to stop.
All right.
So hold on. But before we stop, I found an article. Because congratulations to Jade Cargill. She has gone very, very, very much Disney Star Wars. From, did you know that Jade Cargill is a mom? This video is from literally months ago.
That's during
months ago. But
that's her match with Nia Jax for the Queen of the Ring.
Yes. This is months ago. But they are literally going to bat for Jade Cargill. Because again, she's a single mom. She's a person of color. Like going, Ego, abandon this like it's going out of fucking style. Because quite frankly, who
did this?
It's a fucking, again, it's a fucking news platform who wants to push an agenda.
But it's not WDE though. That's my question.
Well, I mean, you could say that WWE has a bit of an
it's
as an agenda. WWE. No, this is not.
Okay, that's what I meant.
Yeah, this is an old clip.
Well, there are a lot of, I guess, independent media, or sometimes leaks from WWE or AEW or whatever, showing the wrestlers out of kayfabe interacting with their families or kids at ringside. Wrestling is a family business. If you go back, to the territories and all that, and wrestlers' kids grew up Brother Al, who's the head janitor at my high school. He's a pro wrestler in like a couple local minor leagues and had a couple WWE dark enhancement talent matches. And he said, I grew up with my dad in the local rings, and I would go in and my kids and grandkids would be there at ringside. And some of them, when they're old enough, could participate and smash the guy's head with a soda or whatever. It's like,
right.
Yeah. So,
Matt, this is not the same. And you know that. This was 30 years ago, 40 years ago. This is not. This is literally something to frame her as a woman of color who has gotten hate. And you know where this goes. It's Star Wars. It's Rings of Power. Like, how many times do we have to like read this script of like,
Well, who posted this link? What organization posted this link?
Yeah.
That's how we'll tell if it's some left wing loony
Yeah.
in DEI place. Yeah, if it's just like
Sports Key to Wrestling.
So they're just a wrestling news page, basically.
No, I don't think they are.
Yeah, they are.
They're more. They do more than. They do more than.
That's like calling Kotaku a gaming website.
Now this could now this could be a staff member who has an axe to grind. That's possible.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is literally months after the fact.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Argument's favor, Ryan. That it's months and months later. But like I said, I want to see more. Like it just got posted. Is it a DEI moron? Or is it just something like, wait a minute, I had this on my phone for 3 months and forgot about it. I mean, we don't know, but I'm going to presume it's like you said, DEI. But I'm not going to go crazy over it because I do know that like Daniel Bryan's kids at ringside in AEW, you can find pictures of that for his when he recently won.
Okay, for reference, I Googled this 15 minutes ago. 15 minutes ago.
Well, Google is certainly DEI.
If you back out, all right, hold on, that didn't work.
Remember, Google itself is DEI.
I'm just saying, I Googled that 15 minutes ago, and it was posted as 7 minutes ago.
Okay.
And I found Jade Cargill. Hold on, just easy, fuckers. Like, fuck. The fact that we all cover the same thing and that we're really quick to jump on something that we don't agree with. Yeah, hold up. All right, here you go. Wow. This is it. Yes. Yes, you do.
Weapon here. Okay.
All right.
There's thunder going off in my neighborhood.
Wrestling on MSN NBC. 7 hours ago. Did you know Jade Cargill is a mom?
What? Sportskeeda?
Gunther is new like Jade Cargill. What? What is
who is their dialogue coast? Who's dialogue coast?
This is the bullshit.
What in the English is the second language is this?
What is this?
Like, dudes.
We're asking Eric Bischoff?
Dudes. This is what I'm talking about. I look up all the articles. I look up all this stuff. And I see this crap, and it's like, oh, we're not talking about this. It's like, yes. Did you know that Jade Cargill is a mom? Eric Bischoff. Gunther is like new like Jade Cargill. Are you shitting me?
He is not new. Who wrote this?
Guys, we have to talk about this crap. It's like Rings of Power. It's like
Gunther's been wrestling like 10 or 15 years, right?
Well, yeah, but Bischoff is a dumbass, so he wouldn't necessarily do that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wreck the stream.
No, you're. I think in general you're probably right about why that was posted. But like I said, I just personally I'm a rabbit hole guy. I'll get that. For instance, I would later on maybe I'll go to that link, find who wrote it.
Shut up, Ego. You like Jade Cargill.
Read 10
I do what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. That's all.
10, 15 articles.
Let me see what I'm going to check what Google says.
Yeah. But on Bischoff, the only thing Bischoff was ever right about was why WCW fell, and it was when Ted Turner sold them to basically the Time Warner.
Right. AOL.
Yeah, well, AOL Time was a big company, and Ted Turner did not want to sell them. By the way, he wanted to keep the wrestling on his own, but they said no, you have to throw it in because it was making money hand over foot. But that being said, because I listened to him, he's on one of those how they do a podcast where one guy hosts a bunch of different wrestlers and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to clips from him a couple times a week, to see what he has to get his input on, because he was in the management side successfully. That's where he talks good, has some common sense when he's talking about contract signings and things like that. When he's talking about Gunther, my understanding is Bischoff doesn't watch wrestling even back then. He only watched what he did. Because he go back to Kevin Owens, he didn't even know he was Kevin Steen for 15 years.
Right.
first before he can give it over.
What?
You know, yeah. When so there's a whole bunch of stuff where he's not watching the indies. He's not at this point. He probably has $50 million in the bank, and he just does these podcasts for
Yeah, his show is called 83 Weeks. Is his,
Yeah, so-
is the name of his show?
Okay. Now, if you want to
reading the,
if you want to,
I'm reading the quote right here. So this is how fucking dumb Eric Bischoff is. Gunther, I haven't followed him a lot. I haven't seen a lot of his work. Randy elevated him not only with the finish, that's Wrestling 101, but what Gunther learned by working with Randy, even though it was awkward and even though Randy was leaning into the crowd, that's what Gunther needs. He needs to be in more of those situations because much like Jade Cargill, I'm not comparing where they are in their careers necessarily, but both are relatively young and both are relatively new. Okay, so when I was doing some research on Royal Rumble and everything, I went back and checked about Gunther back when he was named Walter. He's been wrestling like 15 years, right?
Yep.
I first saw him
Europe
in clips in wrestling in 2014 or something like that. You know,
I mean,
NXT.
Bischoff has money. He can afford to Google.
Right.
Bruh. Like,
Read a
easy.
fucking Wikipedia article, for Christ's sakes. It's just the basics.
I'm just saying that this is how the media does when they want to push anything in today's world.
Yeah,
whether it's
I just say
the way it is.
I just say that even if they try to pull that, it's like she'd be the wrong target. It's just I'd be like, there's way too many black female wrestlers they have currently for that to go over as the one that they would pick out and say it's because she's.
Why would you not go with Bianca Belair? I mean, Bianca Belair has her own reality TV show with her husband.
Yeah. So I was like, I was like, you could try it, but it'd be like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, they'd be the ones you literally count out the ones that are there. Let's say,
if you wanted to push a young black female wrestler, do one who's actually successful and has skill.
No,
I mean,
because
fine. She's got a kid. That's fine. She's got a kid and a husband. Nice. Just like
Bianca has literally cemented herself as an actual incredible wrestler. She was never my favorite because of the whole like long hair thing. Like you
use it as a whip. You're not Indiana Jones.
Yeah, as a rag doll. Literally. JB and I have had probably numerous arguments over this, literally, as we started this show. But the thing is, though, is that Jade Cargill, and I have no hate for her. The media wants to push her because they're like, this woman of color, and let's catapult her to the mainstream. Like, it doesn't work.
I've never heard this happening, though, Ryan. This has never happened very recently.
So, and this goes a lot to the
Enjoy campaign.
This is a lot.
Are you talking about wrestling or
no? I'm talking about real life.
This is a lot. This is a lot with the IWC. For as much as we have complained, rightfully so, about media with Disney, with Amazon, with all of it, the IWC is just as bad, as bad. And for some reason, they have latched onto Jade as untouchable. Because of her aura or whatever it is. And you're not allowed to hate on Jade. As far as her career development goes, this will hurt Jade more than anything else because she'll never grow because all she has are yes men and simps.
Yeah,
that's all she has.
Well, then Triple H will cut her in a year or two when he can eat the money.
Right.
But not right now.
Because right now
Triple H cannot cut her right now. And the reason is because, again, what has happened with Vince McMahon, and there's literally a Vince McMahon Netflix documentary coming out. That thing is going to linger for at least 9 months to a year. 9 months to a year of people going, oh my God, I loved WWF. I loved WWE. And he was such a pig and a piece of
Yeah, but
the
And you know
majority
who he
of it.
was friends with?
What?
You know who he was friends with? Donald Trump.
Ding, 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 ding.
I'm a little worried that Triple H himself might be a little woke, because he, But that being said,
I kind of do too.
He may be, but I
Well,
think
he
he
did-
still understands wrestling business.
he did
I
some
think
promo
Triple
with-
H is. Hold on, Matt, real quick. I'll say this and I'll let you. I think that Triple H is old school progressive for women to try to be better. I don't
He's
think
liberal.
woke.
He's liberal. That's
He's
what you mean.
classic liberal.
He's
Yes.
classic liberal.
Classic
Matt,
liberal. I'll
Go
give you
ahead.
that.
Sorry, I
Well, I was
interrupted
gonna say,
you.
I don't know if you caught it when they were signing for the WWE's Wembley show next year and all that. He did promo videos and stuff with Sadiq Khan, the mayor of
Right.
Mhm.
London,
Mhm.
London.
or Londonistan, as it's become with all the horror
Yes.
shows going on there.
Yep.
And like, he's not stupid. He has to notice that stuff. But then again, so why would he do a promo with that guy? Like it. So I'm
As
I'm
it's the
guessing-
mayor of London. You have
mayor
to
of
do
London. Well, it seemed more than just a spot picture. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I'm just a little worried he might be on that side of it. But then again, the parent corporation, TKO, and all that, they're not woke. They've cut UFC fighters while they have cancer, so they'll cut you for the money.
Correct.
And so I'm not
Just don't.
But
Also,
Brian,
real
I
quick-
don't disagree with you that she's being pushed for the wrong reasons, for sure. In social
Not at
media.
all. I
Yeah.
agree with you.
That's my
Completely
new
Also,
agree.
real quick. Hey Wade, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, Wade?
Yeah. So that being said, and again, reaching to foreign markets is another animal all in itself. But
Yeah.
I'm looking for, actual, legitimate, talking about, like go, oh my God, like the way it used to be, like a pay-per-view from old that, like, would get like an article or something like that, like in a national magazine or newspaper or something like that. It'd be something small. It wasn't huge, but this crap of literally trying to push, hey Cargill, did you know she's a mom? I don't care. I don't fucking care. Like, God bless her and her kid. Seriously, that's not a joke. But she's not entertaining me. Her kid's not entertaining me, and quite frankly, I wouldn't want to watch them do stuff to entertain an audience. No. It's old school style. Kind of like, which happened again with kind of like The Rock. And old school family wrestlers, where their family members were in the audience, but they still put on an incredible show. That's all that mattered.
Right.
And this is not Jade's fault. This was not Jade's fault, because they took a clip that was literally like, I don't know, 3 months old, and they're like, oh look, she's a mom, like clap everybody, like no
Right.
nobody cares, no
Right.
nobody cares, and they framed
agree.
her as a single mom. Like, you should really just put your fucking hands together.
Except
Even
she's
though
married,
she
but that's
needs-
okay.
Right. That's what I'm saying. She's married.
She's
and
married. Yeah, she's married.
Well,
Yeah,
that's the
that's what I'm
problem though.
saying.
They didn't frame it that way. You
Right.
That's the
know
thing.
what
They
they're
don't
doing.
because that person doesn't care. So that's what I'm saying. You'd look at it and say, "Oh, that's bullshit." You don't
But
even
you know what
that
they're
he's
doing.
married and have a kid.
They're
Right.
trying to poison wrestling like they did Disney and Amazon and all of this stuff. And if we let them do it, they're going to poison it. And quite frankly, it's going to literally tank. Disney's
gonna-
numbers are in the shithole. Rings
Well-
of Power season 2 is in the shithole.
Well, it
Ryan,
should be in the show.
Ryan, it's about to turn around. Agatha All Along is coming out.
Right, exactly. There
I'm
we
so
go.
excited.
Oh, by the way, Molson has ditched their DEI stuff because they don't want to get Bud Lighted.
Yeah.
Did Harley Davidson do it, or who else did it?
No.
Most of this-
Harley Davidson.
Harley-
I
tried.
think they're still on the wagon.
Their CEO is a woke maniac, and he even wants to move Harley out of the U.S.
Look, I'm not trying to be a grumpy bear, but quite frankly, this shit sucks. And they're trying to hijack the things that we love. And they're doing it successfully. They've hijacked Star Wars.
Well,
They've hijacked.
If that's a play by Harley to actually get overseas parts and move them out of the
Oh,
United
yeah.
States,
No, they're doing it.
that's a brilliant idea. I'm not gonna lie, it's awful, and there probably won't be as big of a market.
But they'll be
It's a brilliant
crushed
way.
because the biker. See, just people don't understand about the biker movement. You
Go
know,
on.
they will boycott worldwide. They will boycott Harley. There's no like, it's hard to explain unless you hang around bikers. Like even when there's like the I guess the ones that you would say are with the sanctioned motor clubs and the outlaws, right? Is the way to put it. And even among their rival groups or gangs, in the case of the outlaws, they still have like the motorcycle must be respected type of thing. And if Harley goes bad, they'll all say no more Harley. They almost did a few years ago when Harley started making like cheap products, like bad products. There was a big movement in the biker gangs to boycott Harley until they fixed it.
Well,
so
I also don't see Harley Davidson as really being a worldwide brand the way it is. Bikers to me, it's an American thing. I mean, yeah, I know people ride bikes in other nations and everything, but Harley rides that's quintessential American. So you're not going to see people riding Harleys through the streets of London. You're going to see running through Berlin or Paris. This is an American thing.
Ironically, you actually see them riding them in second and third world countries. They look for old Harleys to fix up and ride. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. That being said, JV, it's not that serious. Please put the cancer stick down, sir. Put it down.
That's his Firefly.
Oh, okay.
He's in the
no, but
he's about to be attacked by the Wyatts.
He's got the whole world.
Oh, I do want to go back to where we came from. Mm-hmm. So this being said, Jade is getting the acolyte treatment. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing for her as a performer. It's something that, quite frankly, the media is trying to push. I hope they don't do that anymore but at the same time, though, I'm seeing certain tweaks. Look, big fan of the Attitude Era. I know JV has problems with that, and I see the problems because, again, I rewatch matches and stuff like that. The problem is that WWE is as global as it gets, massively global.
Mm-hmm.
They're starting to pander to certain countries that we've seen since we've just done this show. Just because Gunther is from a certain place doesn't mean he gets the win. But they're doing that to try to pander to an audience to boost it. And I feel like that this is old world Vince strategy. Pander to who you need to get the audience, promote it, and then when you come back home, which, yes, the United States is the world stage of entertainment, you flip on a dime. I don't like that. I think Gunther is awesome. He is very much entertaining to watch. But the thing is that I don't know how long he's going to hold it because it did it overseas. And quite frankly, it did it in a frame to pander to said audience. The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan used to be broad of the world. Like, they loved them. And we're tweaking things to be like going, okay, well, you know what? Ego's from sorry, dude, just for the record.
Germany.
Ego's from Germany. Yeah. Ego's from Germany. So he needs to win because his shtick is Heil Ego. And it's like,
Well,
I
okay.
don't think I want to.
Well, okay. Well, if that was the case, then Drew McIntyre would have won at Clash at the Castle.
That's true. That's true.
That was in that was in Scotland, his home country.
Also,
But he technically win?
Nope.
mm-mm.
That's not where
Nope.
he won Money in the Bank, and they got
Nope.
denied.
That was in Montreal.
Okay.
Let's see. I don't know.
Yeah, but come on, dudes. Are you serious? And
I just-
JB,
I just
you've
think-
made this point more than once that
What?
there's going to be a certain card behind the scenes on Twitter, like this is the card. These teams are going to win, and you're batting probably about 93% because
I'm actually
said-
I'm actually batting of the premium live events post Mania. Out of 32 matches, I've predicted 29. I'm batting 90.6.
okay, that's not helping
He
your
said,
case.
see, he's probably right.
Well, he's being honest, So
Well, I
being
appreciate
honest.
he's honest. I'm just saying.
well, the thing is, though, you might be right about the pandering, Ryan, but Gunther
This
was going to
doesn't-
win that match anywhere in the world.
Correct.
They had it.
Okay,
Correct.
fine. But this doesn't make for good television. I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch something that, quite frankly, I know is going to be like a lock-in. I want it to be a surprise. I want there to be things to be like going, holy shit,
Well-
I didn't see that coming.
Unfortunately,
The
with
person
WWE,
who you think should win, the person that has been over the top for the last 2 weeks, you know why they should lose? Because they were over the top for the last 2 weeks. It draws the audience back in and go, I thought I knew. I thought I was going to watch it win. Like going, what's going to happen? Like going, it's not good. Well, I'm not saying it's not good. That's not fair.
It's still life. I mean, you still get people
I
get passed over
think-
promotions all the time. It's part of the game of it. It's just
Okay. Well, how would you guys have fixed this one?
fix
what?
The fact that things have been very predictable over the last, I don't know, 7 months, 7 weeks.
I mean, you watch anything long enough, it becomes very
Well,
predictable.
like I don't know if you guys watch AEW as much as I do. AEW throws swerves almost every week.
Uh-huh.
When you think there's going to be a storyline going a certain way, and they swerve it like big time. Like how did that person win? Like WWE starts throwing random swerves into their events. And they have to include those top two belts. There has to be some sort of swerving in there, which is why I personally think, even though he's going to keep it till WrestleMania, Cody should drop that belt. They should swerve him out of there and make him start hunting the belt again. You got to to prove you can swerve, you got to do swerve at the top. Like when Swerve Strickland dropped his title to Daniel Bryanson, no one expected that.
no.
They sold that. They sold that so well that Bryanson's injuries. Because he said for a year before that even happened, he said at the end of 2024, I'm retiring from full-time wrestling. Before they even booked that match, and Khan said, "Wait a minute, we could use this," and they sold his retirement and all that, and so Swerve, dropped the title to him, and
He'll get it back.
So because now he have to have his feud Hangman Page to sell their feud from a couple of years ago.
Correct.
And then
Weren't there a lot more title changes back in like the late 90s and early 2000s?
Yeah. Hot potato.
I mean, it was like
Champion.
you do like 30 or 40 days, and then the title would change.
They would do is they would keep one title holder constant. Like the Honky Tonk Man held the Intercontinental title for a long time, for example.
Yeah.
Where the WWE title would change, I think, twice in the same time frame. And also you had that TV title, which would change all the time on TV because that's what it was there for.
Yeah.
And so WWE needs to also, I would say, have those lower tier titles change more often.
Yes.
I Gunter built that big run IC title no one should have that belt for more than 2 months now for the next year or two to make Gunther's that long reign he had at it, like, more weighty,
Yeah.
And they just got to swerve those swerves in to their storytelling. And like you said, Ryan, to get the believability back of it, that anyone could win the match, not just the person you predict on it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, I would say that whatchamacallit, and Triple H has only been doing this maybe less than a year now at this point.
Okay, he's run NXT with the exception of rare Vince interference, and he's run it like with swerves and stuff in NXT. So
what I'm saying,
I mean,
like for WWE and like just for him having full creative control, but been a year.
I think he still has some contract.
No, it hasn't been a year yet.
I mean,
Plus, Vince came back in 2024.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It hasn't even been a year. So I think that part of it's just like, hey, finishing up old storyline, getting rid of old bad contracts when they're up, and then I don't know if we're gonna be able to see his full vision for another 6 months or a year.
He's still purging people who worked in the old era. Like, what was that guy who just retired after 25 years?
He was
guys.
He was one of Kevin Dunn's the Red Hands. He was he was on the production side. And
apparently, there's a lot more of those guys probably still left. The Triple H has to let get to the point where he can have his people in place.
Right.
So you got to give Triple H his 3 or 4 years to see how he takes the product, and if he
right.
And I'm enjoying. And while I don't think the product is as great as it could be, right? Because their in-ring work, the problem. They have the same match over and over again with these, unless the wrestlers themselves. Like, by the way, in Bash, I love the match, the first match between Cody and KO. Vince would never have allowed that match. Never. 3 or 4 things in that match that Vince would have literally told the ref to tell them to stop doing that in the middle of the match. And like that was almost, I don't want to say AEW style match, but had technical wrestling, counter wrestling, had a little bit of high flying, but not the same spots over and over again. A lot of like there's a lot of great stuff in there, and so we can see. I think that Triple H is saying, okay, we got to vary this stuff up, But the question is what implementation, how fast can you get it going, and can they purge some of these contracts, like certain people who have long term. Then again, like TKO doesn't care about the money as long as the contract gets to the point. It's like with the NFL. After the first 3 years of the deal, they'll eat the last year of the deal.
Right.
So they just did that with when they did their after WrestleMania fire of releases. They released some dude who had like 2 years left in his contract. I don't remember his name. What was his name? You probably remember me, Joker.
I don't. Anyway. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I just know a lot of the behind the scenes folks, and this was not a Triple H thing. This was a TKO thing because they're streamlining the program. They're streamlining the company. If you got one person who's in charge of travel for UFC, one person in charge of just say travel for WWE, why do you need two? Just have one and streamline it.
Yeah.
That's a bad decision.
It's their company, so I'm not saying it's better.
When it comes to the swerves and everything, I really think what ultimately we're talking about is like the way water cooler talk shows used to be. Go back to Game of Thrones when it first came out, and you'd watch it every week, and like the next day, like you'd go into work, you'd talk about it. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. You're not doing that with wrestling now. Everything is very rote. And you go back and 15, 20 years ago, that's what they're missing. Like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. We're not having the I can't believe this happened moments anymore. And they're not willing to run with it. You need to be willing to shake things up to make the audience say, I have to tune in to see what happens this week. I want to be first to see when the unexpected thing happens. That's what it used to be. And I know some people may be saying it back in the Attitude Era. Honestly, swerves were left and right back then. WCW is doing the same thing. Now, WCW took it at a very wrong path when it came to swerves because we did not need David Arquette winning a championship belt. But,
that was for a movie, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
It's a good movie.
That was Time Warner AOL cross promotion.
I Actually, it was a fun movie. It was a fun
and
movie.
I-
Ready Rumble
and
was a
I-
fun movie.
Well, it was fun.
and I know that I am a dick, and I have criticized every era. I have problems with what Paul Levesque is doing as well. Do I like the direction the company is going? Yes, I do. Do I think it has mass potential? Yes, I do. Were there great things in the Attitude Era? Yes, there were. Were there awful things in the Attitude Era? Yes, there were.
Yes, there were.
So it all comes around. And one of the big things that has always been great about the WWE is no matter what time of year it is, there's very often a great Royal Rumble to kick off the calendar year. And that's what we're going to do right now in a brand new segment. Ryan, do you have the graphic?
No.
No.
Before we dive into this, can I have
I told you behind. Oh shit.
Can I have 1 minute for an obituary? Another passing
Okay.
happened.
Yes, please.
Now, if you're a Lucha Libre fan, there's a family of wrestlers that wrestle as the Villanos. Villano number 5, relatively young, he passed away this past week. I remember watching Villanos 1 through 4, which is like his uncle, dad, and all that, wrestle when I was a kid. Great high flying family, and he died relatively. I think he was like in his 40s or something when he died. So a little sad news, but there's a Villano 6 out there. So
just real quick. I was working on a graphic for this topic, and my editing computer died.
Okay.
No, it really did.
No worries.
I'm being serious. I tried to take it. Take it apart, and it looks bad.
We needed a video of just like a segue going across the screen when Joker brings up the perfect segue. Because as soon as he started doing it, I'm like, oh, there's the segue. He's setting up the segue right away.
Yeah, no, I'll work on it. Again for hopefully next week. It's been a long weekend.
Totally fine.
Hey, the last month has kind of been shit for a lot of people.
So this is a brand new segment called "If You Have the Pen." We're going to fantasy book premium live events for the next few weeks, and we're going to start with this week and next week with the men's and women's Royal Rumble. Now, the way this is going to work is I will start, and so Ryan, you did not do the homework.
No, I'm trying to show the computer, but she had an accident and looks rough, so I'm just going to shut up.
Okay, so
I can comment on the side, but no, I have
thumbs up, thumbs down, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
okay,
that works.
So we'll go with me, then we'll go to Matt, then Brad, and then Ego will close it up, and we'll just keep that same pattern going.
Okay.
Yes,
question.
Yes, Brad.
So how are we going to do this? Because first off, I think we need to set up what we did.
I'm going to guess.
Okay. So I want to know just what we want to address first, that sort of thing.
Okay. So the way my Rumble is starting, we have a story here because again, it's all about the story.
Wow. Okay.
There's a story. At November at Survivor Series, as I said, The Rock has revealed himself to be the one behind the scenes of Solo and his crew. And he's coming after the WWE Championship, which at Survivor Series, Randy Orton beat Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. Going into the Rumble, right before the men's Rumble, we have a WWE Championship match with interference from Solo's bloodline is enough for Cody to recapture the WWE Championship. As a result, Randy Orton will get Cody Rhodes' spot in the Rumble. Now, my champions at this time, the World Heavyweight Champion, no surprise, is the Ring General Gunther. The new WWE champion is Cody Rhodes. And the new NXT champion, he has retained, he has won the belt back, Trick Williams. So these three will not be in my Royal Rumble. Now at the end, when you announce your participants, you will address who your Iron Man is when you introduce him.
Okay.
If you have someone from NXT, make sure to put NXT next to their name to let us know that this is a spot for an NXT talent.
Okay.
And then at the end, we will also announce who our most eliminations are, who our top 4, our top 2, and our winner, and who will they challenge at WrestleMania.
I likes it. I likes it a lot.
Okay.
Okay.
Dude, I'm
Do we-
fucking retarded. Like,
So,
like,
are we ready?
This is literally how I used
Sort
to
of.
write. This is
Yeah.
how I used to do it as a game master back in college. I'd like write out the outline, like I had the story in my head. So this is
you talking about like Dungeons and Dragons?
yeah.
It would help. Yeah, it would help.
Well,
I didn't do it, but it would help.
just have to be one character. JV.
Oh, no,
is
when
like
I was
the
running the game.
mastermind,
When I was running the
You're
game.
You're dungeon master. You got dungeon.
When I was
master.
DM or GM, I had to run the game, and I had my end game, and I had to figure out how to get my characters to that end game. I had two
Well,
outcomes.
all right.
Then guess
All
what?
right,
JV already kicked your ass.
Yeah,
I'm going to start. So I'm going to start this with my number 1 and number 2. And again, The Rock is stacking this to make sure that he's going to win the Rumble. And we're going to start off hot with Solo Sikoa and Kevin Owens. Starting off, my number 1 and number 2.
Oh, I
And
need
they're
one
gonna-
of those.
Are we posting these up so people can see? I can't do that.
I'm just gonna say mine.
I'm going to say
Solo
mine.
Sikoa, and Kevin Owens.
Okay.
I just got a new the whiteboard, so I want to play with this. So
Okay.
that's why I'm
Yeah, I'm
doing.
getting one of those.
Okay.
It's election season. We should all have whiteboards.
All
Right, Brad. Go get a fucking whiteboard.
righty.
Warrior.
I'm sorry. Also some blackboards.
Whoa!
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I mean,
Speaking
know.
of
Blackboards and white pens.
with that white.
All righty,
chalk.
Matt. Who do you have for your number 1 and number 2?
Well, Braun Breaker is going in first. That's for sure in my list. Okay. And number 2, here's the problem with number 2. I had 2 or 3 guys I would put out there, and I was like, Breaker. You have to put someone that Braun Breaker can like go King Kong versus Godzilla with for a while. So I'm saying Braun Strowman.
Matt, who are your champions currently at the Royal Rumble?
So there were 2 ways to do this, which is either completely book WrestleMania, or go what we think Triple H is going for, which is W Undisputed is Cody, which I kind of went the second way. Gunther is still a W heavyweight, but I agree with Joker. Ethan Page is not going to be the NXT champion by then. Okay. And do you want me to go over my whole predictions or do the whole rest of it? So
Who's going
Braun
to be?
Breaker-
So you got your number 1 and number 2.
which is Braun Breaker number 1 and Braun Strowman number 2.
Okay, Brad, you're up.
Okay. In my scenario, Cody is still champion on SmackDown. Gunther is still champion on Raw. I don't know who NXT champion is, but it is not Ethan Page.
Okay.
My first 2 entering are Sami Zayn and Ilya Dragunov.
Okay, nice ones.
Okay.
Good picks. All right, Ego, who you got?
All right. So much like Brad and Matt, I've got Cody Rhodes still the undisputed champ. I've got Gunther still the Raw heavyweight. I've got Braun Breaker still holding the Intercontinental. LA Knight still US, and Andrade still Speed. First 2 entrants, not gonna lie, the first one is going to be my Iron Man, and that is out of newfound and healthy respect to CM Punk.
Okay.
And two, I've got. I want to keep the rivalry going just because of how dickish they've been to each other. Drew McIntyre at number 2.
Ooh, wow.
I
For
want
2
to
minutes.
start off. Yeah, I want to
For
start
2
hot.
minutes. Okay.
Oof.
So my number 3, much like 2 years ago, the coming out party for Gunther, who was the Iron Man of that match when he went an hour and 11 the minutes. My number 3 and my Iron Man is Ilya Dragunov.
Okay.
All right, Matt, who is your 3?
Oh, I'm sorry, Joker, real quick. I know we say the Iron Man when he comes out. Do we say most eliminations as well when they come out?
Later.
Okay. I just want to check.
Well, my number 3 is Kevin
Owens, okay.
Yep.
All right, Brad.
We're going back to a classic Royal Rumble participant, Kofi Kingston.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting choice. Okay.
3
Ego.
or iron?
He's just 3.
Just
Okay.
3.
So I want my heavies in. I got Randy Orton in at 3.
At 3. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It was hard enough just putting the names in and just figuring out where you wanted them to go, trying to work backwards. So I'm not gonna lie.
I should be writing this shit down, but I
When you
can't.
get to the ninth, by 19 over, just look past it. I just
I only did like first 5, so we can't do all
Okay.
30. So
great.
I did all 30.
Damn.
I'm about to say, hold on. We're not
I
doing
did.
all
That shit
30,
was
right?
hard.
Oh yeah.
I hope
All
not.
30, baby.
That's
We're
what
going
I'm
all
saying.
30,
This is
baby.
going to take
Nice.
forever.
Bro, this is gonna get
Oh, yeah.
wild and weird after
This is gonna be fun.
Okay,
This is great. It's fun.
Oh my god.
Not
So,
tonight. We're not doing all
my
30.
God. Oh my
Oh,
We'll see what happens with it by
it'll be
11:30.
faster.
By 30 minutes, we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
Okay.
it'll be faster
At-
round robin. Go ahead.
at number 4, to do some high flying spots, Andrade. Matt, who you got at number 4?
Kofi.
Kofi. Okay. Brad, who you got at 4?
I have Andrade.
Nice. Okay. Very cool.
Me, I got Ilya Dragunov.
Okay. At number 5, we got, if you want some super kicks, we got Jey Uso coming in
Ooh, good call. Good call.
at number 5. Matt, number 5. Who you got?
Obafemi from NXT.
Nice.
Ah,
Nice.
Okay.
I was
Nice,
thinking
nice.
about that, dude.
All right,
At
Brad.
number 5, bisexual Undertaker, Damian Priest.
Okay. All right.
You know what? I'm gonna go with a celebrity cash in on this one. He's not gonna be there long, but Logan Paul.
Okay.
Interesting.
For me, at number 6, because he's cool, Carlito.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, Matt, you're number 6.
Okay, so here I'm kind of ad-libbing. I was thinking of all the possibilities of it. I have 3 juggernauts. No one's been eliminated yet, so in my view of it. So I have 3 juggernauts and already. So Dirty Dom is number 6.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. I have
Matt.
Chad Gable.
Okay, nice.
You know what? Fuck it. I've got Solo Sikoa at 6.
Okay. My number 7 to give Carlito some help. We got J.D. McDonough.
Okay.
And Matt, your 7 is?
Ilya Dragunov.
Okay. And your 7, Brad?
My 7 is the Iron Man,
Okay.
Braun Breaker.
All righty.
Oh,
By the
all right.
way, my Iron Man is Braun Breaker, who comes in number 1. So,
Okay.
Okay.
all right. 7 for me. I got Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8, he's been out for a while. We haven't seen him. Making a return is AJ Styles.
Oh, good call. Okay.
Matt, you're number 8.
Okay, this is a big one, and it's something we've been expecting for a while. this will be a pop, kind of like when AJ came in a few years ago. This will be Dustin Rhodes' return to the WWE.
Ooh,
I
nice.
was thinking
Okay.
about Dustin.
Very nice.
He's gonna because
Nice.
his contract is up by the end of the year, and he wants to come back
Yeah.
to help Cody. He'll return to
Very
Royal
nice.
Rumble as the American Dream, Dustin Rhodes, because and there'll be the American Dream, American Nightmare. They're gonna go the big family thing that Cody's been selling,
Okay.
and he'll get the biggest pop. He'll get an AJ Styles level pop when that happens.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, Brad, you're
We're on
number 8.
8. Sheamus.
Nice. Okay. Ego,
I
you're
got
number
it.
8.
Kevin Owens at number 8.
Kevin Owens at number 8. Brad, we were one off at number 9. This is where the big lads start to show up. We got Sheamus.
Okay. All right.
All right, Matt, you're number 9.
Okay, here's where we get an interesting little sub fight: Rey Mysterio.
Oh,
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. Brad, you're number 9.
Are we ready to get yeeted?
Oh,
Jey
boy.
Uso.
Yeah.
Yeet,
All right.
yeet. I don't know what that means.
All right. Brad, Ego, you're number 9.
9. I got LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now my number 10. It's getting a little full. There've been a couple eliminations. Looking for a big pop here from NXT. He is signed with NXT at this point. Big pop. Say his name, and he appears. It's Joe Hendry.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Matt.
We're at number 10.
Yes.
Number 10.
10.
The phenomenal AJ Styles.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Coming in at
Brad?
number 10, the true heir to Heat Lion Steel. Dirty Dom comes in to lay a little smackdown on Damian Priest because he wants some payback after getting his butt
All right.
whipped.
Gotcha.
Because it's gonna be a huge pop for Dirty Dom. We know everyone loves Dirty Dom.
Gotcha. Okay. Ego. You're number 10.
Uncle Howdy.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
I have an
So,
interesting thought about all that.
So my number 11, I said we got some big lads popping in from NXT. Obafemi.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. Matt.
11. Sami Zayn.
Okay. Brad.
We're on 11, coming in from NXT, Ethan Page.
Okay. I like it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right. Ego.
All right. At 11, we get some Perk Angle acts. Let's get some Chad Gable in there at number 11.
Okay. Again, another big lad coming in at number 12. It's Baron Corbin.
Ooh. Okay.
Interesting.
All right.
All right, Matt. You're number 12.
Is this? I have Ethan Page, who by this time is on the main roster because he's no longer.
Oh,
Gotcha.
okay.
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 All righty, Brad.
Number 12, speaking of big lads, Big Bronson Reed.
Ooh, yeah. Nice. He actually didn't make it into mine.
Okay.
He had a monster match earlier. Ego.
For number 12, I've got Seth freaking Rollins coming through.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, this shit's top. I'm sorry, this shit's top heavy now that I'm looking at it.
Question though.
Yeah.
How long is his injury prognosis?
I thought he was back by Rumble.
He will be healed by a Christmas miracle.
Who, Seth or
Seth.
Seth?
I
I
he will
think
be healed by a Christmas miracle.
maybe. Yeah. Number 13.
In my world.
That's fair.
Just to get the Judgment Day boys in here. Finn Balor
All right.
at number 13. All right, Matt.
13. Roman Reigns.
Oh, wow. That's kind of early, but all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
I like
no,
it.
there's a reason for this.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sure there is. All right, Brad.
13. Ludwig Kaiser.
Nice. Ego.
For 13, I've got the bisexual Undertaker, Damian Priest.
Okay. Ego, we were the one away because the Judgment Day had their fun, but coming in at number 14 is Damian Priest.
Yeah, all right.
All righty. Matt, you're up.
Number 14, Bronson Reed.
Okay. I like it. Brad?
What I was going to put in, Joker disqualified, so I can't put the gobbledygooker in. But I went the big old Scotsman, Drew McIntyre.
Nice. Okay.
I
Ego?
just want to throw out there, by the way, I don't think Drew and McIntyre's feud is ending by then.
Maybe.
I think this is a blood
Don't worry.
feud that WWE is going to carry through the entirety of next year.
Wow, interesting thought. Very interesting.
All right.
At
Ego
14,
at number
I'm
14.
bringing in big Braun Breaker at 14.
14, okay. Again, Ego, we were one up because this ring's getting kind of full. We need to clear some space.
Clear 'em out.
Braun fucking Breaker.
Boom. Okay.
All right. Matt?
We're at 15.
Correct. Halfway through.
Lame event, Jey Uso.
Ooh.
And he will receive 4 tsunami splashes.
Oh, wow. Nice. All right, Brad.
Oh, I had already said Jey Uso. So I'm going to go with the other one who makes his return. Jimmy Uso is back.
Nice.
Good
Nice.
call. Good call.
Nice.
Hell, he could have 4 tsunamis too.
Okay. Ego, you're up.
All right. So this is my only NXT call that I have. It's time to bring in the Whoop That era. I'm bringing in Trick Williams. Finally
Nice.
gets a call
Okay.
up.
Good call. Okay, number 16 comes into the ring, gets hit with a Steiner line, and breaks the Warlord's record for the fastest time in ring. It's Tanga Loa.
Ooh, okay.
All right, Matt, you're up.
And this is where he's not signed to NXT, but directly to the main roster. Say his name and he appears. Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry. All righty. Brad?
The tribal chief. Solo Sikoa.
Okay. Oh, Solo Sikoa. All right.
He's the tribal chief.
Ego, you're number 16?
16, I've got bringing out Dirty Dom Mysterio on this one for 16.
Okay. So at number 17, another big lad coming in, Drew McIntyre.
Okay.
Matt? We're at number 16? 17, right?
17.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Otis.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. Wow, that's a big lad. Big
I had a
lad.
lot of big people in my first day. They're okay.
This ring better be supported.
Braun Breaker is the guy who said who gets the most eliminations. He is smashing people left and right, in my view.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Right. Okay.
17, Karrion Kross.
Oh, nice one.
Okay.
Good call on that one. Okay.
So 17 for me. Now that we got Dirty Dom in, it's time for his dad to come in and give him a spanking. I got Rey Mysterio.
Okay. All righty. At number 18, hoping to reunite with Jay, but Jay's been eliminated by this time. It's Jimmy Uso. Matt?
Number 18, you said? Okay. So
18.
if he's still signed with WWE, because his contract might be up by this year, this is going to be Shinsuke Nakamura.
Ooh, okay.
That's a good call.
All righty. Brad?
18, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Nice.
Yep. So for me, for 18, this is when I've got the bloodline really starting to come in. I got Jacob Fatu coming in at 18.
Okay. Okay. At number 19, in my big lad section of my Rumble, probably the smallest guy, Carmelo Hayes.
Okay.
All right, Matt.
And we're 19. By the way, in my view, Kofi's still in there, and he has like 2 of those super spots he does. So, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I put him in early.
Yep. Damian Priest, 19.
Okay.
At this point, I actually considered going with his alter ego just for the appearance, but I'm just going Finn Balor.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. You're number 19, Ego.
I'll bring in the speed champ, but only because it's going to be in and out in 2 minutes. Andrade.
All right. At number 20, Braun's been doing some work, knocking out a few people. Still some big lads in there, so we need to clear some more space. Jacob Fatu.
Ooh.
And this is where Jacob and Braun lock eyes. They have a stare down. Now, and they clear the ring. Ilya, who's still my Iron Man, rolls out through the bottom rope and is just grabbing his ribs. And these two are having the mini match going on. All right, Matt, you're up.
Number 20, Uncle Howdy.
Okay.
Good call.
All right. And
20,
all right, Brad.
the best in the world. Second City's favorite son, CM Punk.
Nice.
Call.
Nice.
20 for me. I know that whatchamacallit, by this time Rey Mysterio I know is out, so let's go ahead and bring in Finn Balor at 20.
Okay. At number 21, Ludwig Kaiser. Matt, you're up.
So at 21, this is where Roman Reigns' hell begins, because The Rock and kayfabe will use to see on the board to make sure some certain things are going to happen in my next 5 predictions. Okay.
Okay.
Coming in is Jacob Fatu.
Nice.
Okay. All right.
21?
21.
Yeah. LA Knight.
LA Knight.
Yeah. All right. So ring is still getting a little bit crowded. Let's clear him out with a little Jey Uso yeeting super kick. So I got Jey Uso at 21.
All right. At number 22, this is where Ilya makes his exit at the hands of Tama Tonga. All right, Matt, you're up for number 22.
Okay, this is my Legends appearance, which I mentioned a few weeks ago.
Okay.
So Christopher Joseph Park has been working for WWE since he retired back in 2018 or 2019. For 15, 20 years, he was the Monster Abyss for TNA. Triple H is always looking for legends to put in the Hall of Fame and have this productive relationship with TNA. I'm predicting the Monster Abyss will run in and he'll have a nice big showdown with one of the big boys that are left, maybe eliminate 1 or 2 of them before he himself gets eliminated in the hell that's about to happen.
Gotcha. All right, Brad, you're 22.
Is it a full moon? Because a werewolf is coming into the ring.
All right, Ego.
All right. So now that Jay is in, he's going to immediately lock in with the next entrant, Jimmy Uso. They're going to have their own thing going for a while.
All righty. At number 23, you would think this is a good spot, but not for this guy because all his Judgment Day bros have been eliminated by this time. Dirty Dom. All righty, Matt, you're up.
Hell begins. Solo Sikoa comes to the ring.
All right. Okay. Brad?
If you haven't, one thing. If you have an idea where I'm going, there's going to be an alliance formed for the end of this Rumble.
All right. I like it. All right.
Making his return after an indeterminate time off, Seth freaking Rollins.
Okay.
You've got
like
it
it.
too. Okay, so far. All right. 23. I got Sheamus. Didn't know where else to kind of put him, but that's where he wound up.
Okay. Now, I know you must be thinking, Joker, where are all your big hitters coming in? Well, they're all, it's stacked right at the end. Coming in at 24 is Sami Zayn.
Okay. All right.
Matt?
The Rock is coming in at 24.
Wow.
24. Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
So in the last couple, we have Jacob Fatu, Solo, and The Rock, and 3 of the last 4 coming in. Roman Reigns has begun.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. All righty.
I just went with Grayson Waller.
I love it.
I'm just sticking something in.
Right.
24.
That's what she said.
24. I got Otis. Nice.
Otis. Okay.
Yes.
Number 25, the best in the world, CM Punk. All right, Matt.
I am going with Finn Balor here.
Okay.
And I'll say the thing about the Drew and Punk later.
All righty. Brad?
Hold on 1 second. Let me check my list here again. Jacob, Solo. I think it's time for the OTC to make an appearance.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Roman comes in at 25.
Nice. All righty. Ego?
All right. What are we at? 25. I've got
25.
Tonga at 25.
All righty. Number 26. Remember, it's 2025. This is last year. He's got number 17 on his mind. Wabadoo! It's John Cena. Coming in at number 26. All right, Matt?
Well, 26 and 27 are going to be in some order: Tangaloa or Tama Tonga.
Gotcha. All righty. Brad?
Sorry, did you say 26?
26.
Yeah.
I am bringing in Carmelo Hayes.
Okay. Okay.
And for my 26, I'm kind of with Matt. I've got Tongaloa 26.
Gotcha. Now, the coveted 27 spot. This would have been Cody Rhodes, but because he won the WWE Championship, the coveted 27 spot goes to Randy Orton.
Okay.
Matt?
Well, the other one, Tangaloa, Tama Tonga, 26, 27.
Got it.
They're switchable.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So now all 5 members of the Evil Bloodline are in there murdering Roman Reigns.
Gotcha.
And anyone who tries to help him.
27, say his name.
And he appears. It's Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry at 27.
Nice. All right. Ego?
27, the coveted 27 spot. I've also got John Cena in here with number 17 on the line.
Okay. Nice. At number 28. Yeah. It's L.A. Knight. All right, Matt.
So at 28, as the Bloodline is murder stomping Roman Reigns, he eliminates 1 or 2 of them. It's like he's fighting back, he's the champ, whatever. Our man, R-Truth, comes down to the ring. And as he gets, he inadvertently walks into the middle of the Bloodline. He walks into the middle of the Bloodline, causing Roman Reigns to get clocked. And then Braun Breaker spears R-Truth and Roman Reigns out of the ring with 1 super spear. They go flying over the top rope.
That's awesome.
That's hilarious.
Before he turns his remaining eyes to the rest of the ring.
Gotcha.
I actually thought
That's
R-Truth
And
would
for
think
good
he's part of the
measure,
bloodline.
He hops out.
That's the best one.
Breaker hops out of the ring below the rope, runs around a couple times, knocking down anyone out there, and then gets back in.
Gotcha. All right. Brad, you're 28.
Austin Theory.
Okay. Ego.
I was running out of room here, so I got Apollo Crews at 28. Don't judge me.
Wow.
Don't judge me. Bro,
Too late.
I know.
We're judged. You might as well just put Jake Cargill in.
I mean,
All
I
right.
thought about it. Believe me.
Second to last,
Mhm.
the OTC, Roman Reigns.
Oh, and by the way, Roman and The Rock keep fighting on the. Well, they'll eventually. Roman's going to wait for The Rock and jump in behind the stage.
Gotcha. Okay. And so, Matt, your number 29 is?
Sheamus.
Okay.
Guys, I got a problem
Brad?
with my 29. I got a problem with my 29. Shit.
Problem.
You can't see him.
Wabadoo.
Nice. Walked right into that one.
All righty.
All right.
Ego.
The Miz, as again.
Oh, dear
judgments I
God.
understand. I know, dude. Me, it's like I put all the heavy hitters at the beginning, and I still have some of them there. So I'm like, people are going in, getting knocked right out within 5 minutes. That's the way I set it up.
Okay. Number 30. To avoid the mess that was to happen last year, and again, setting everything up. Not even in his full ring gear. He's in his track pants, a cutoff t-shirt, still with the sunglasses. At number 30, it's the final boss, The Rock, coming in at number 30.
Okay.
Matt.
At number 30, Randy Orton comes out, the Legend Killer, and cleans up, knocks about 3 or 4 guys that are left out before he himself gets eliminated.
Gotcha.
But in rapid succession, like he just does a whole bunch of RKOs and gets rid of 3 or 4 guys, and then he gets obliterated by 1 or 2 people left. 3 people left.
Gotcha.
You know what, Joker? I was real close to picking The Rock. I was real close to picking The Rock here, number 30.
And so I'll say that once Randy Orton gets eliminated, there are 6 people left in the ring.
Gotcha.
So as I was saying, I was real close to picking The Rock. But you know what? The Rock's ego is too big to be in the Royal Rumble. Too big to be in the Royal Rumble. So the next biggest celebrity, Logan Paul.
Oh, wow.
I knew it was the only one I was going to think that. I knew it.
All right. Ego, who's your number 30?
Ryan, you're muted. You can't. We can't hear your comments.
I must preface.
Dude, you're such a fucking homo. Logan Paul.
Bro, I had him in here too. That's what I did. So I had one that was a celebrity, and now I'm having an announcer for the pure shits and giggles of it all. I'm actually gonna have Pat McAfee come in last before he gets. Oh, yeah, they're just gonna start playing his music. He's like, "Oh, you guys gotta get in there," and he goes in there.
He tries hopping over the rope, and they get midair.
Michael Cole.
And gets yeeted.
Hold on. Never mind. Ego is the most homo in the history of the world. He is crowned King Homo
right now. He's like,
alrighty.
It would make sense.
Yeah, he's on everything right now, including right up your asshole with his dick. Ego.
Okay.
Oh.
So we have all our participants. Most eliminations. I have a 2-way tie between at 7 apiece, Braun Breaker and Jacob Fatu. Matt, who you got?
It's not even close. Braun Breaker knocks out 16 dudes.
Jesus Christ! Wow. Alrighty.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I'm also in the Braun Breaker camp.
Okay.
I can't tell you how many, but Jacob, if you saw that Jacob gets taken out by Braun Breaker.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Ego?
I'm not gonna lie. He does like so many of these anyway, so I'm gonna have him be elimination super kicks. I got Jey Uso at like 9. Next, I have
Jey Uso eliminates 9. Wow.
Ryan, say something.
Super kicks out of the ring, just yeeting people out. If you're gonna do 9 of them in a match, you might as well get your money's worth. Okay.
Jade Cargill is
wow.
to being in the men's rumble.
Did you go back to simping for Jade Cargill?
No. I just said super kicks. If you're gonna do them, you might as well just do them out of the ring. Super kick people out of the ring.
Super kick person over the top rope. Just wanna-
So-
Yeah, I don't care. They're coming out of
I'm just
nowhere.
picturing this.
They're coming out of nowhere. Okay, I don't care. I need
Hold
super kicks to mean something.
on. Take Jade's dick out your ass, dude.
What?
Am I hearing like? So this is like a bet to see who eliminates more.
Eliminates the most people. Yeah,
Yeah, just who would
yeah.
in your match? Who has the most
Yeah.
eliminations
Yeah.
in your match?
Okay.
Yeah,
Look, I'm not on the books on this one because apparently we're gambling.
No, we're not gambling.
This is how books work. Anyway,
And-
I'm fucking with you, dude.
Okay.
Ron
And now-
Breaker would be a literal big candidate in my opinion.
Oh, definitely.
However, he's not going to come close to Kane for the most eliminations ever.
Oh no, just
No.
this match.
Just
Just
in
this
general,
match.
generally speaking.
Well, yeah, that's called the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
It's literally like the most eliminations
Right.
of the Royal Rumble.
Right. And and Kane has the most in one
Yeah.
match and the most total.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Braun Breaker with 7.
That's what I said.
Good
7.
number. I'd say 7 or 8 is a good number if you really think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said Jacob. I also had Jacob 5-2 at 7 as well.
Okay.
You can put me on the books for 7 for Braun Breaker.
Sure.
I'm not gonna win anything, but just
So now-
there's no chips in the pot.
So now my final 4.
Okay.
Final 4 left in the ring
Okay.
is The Rock, Jacob Fatu, Roman Reigns, and John Cena. Matt, who are your final 2?
Well,
I mean,
I have a
four.
Final
six.
four.
I
Final
have a
four.
final 6.
Your final
because of
4.
The way I set this up is the
Okay.
final 6 are Jacob Fatu, The Rock, and Solo, and they form an alliance forms with Braun Breaker, Joe Hendry, and AJ Styles.
Okay.
Those
no.
are, yep.
That's wacky, dude.
This is his. This is his book.
That's his
Okay.
book. That's fine.
All right, Brad, who you got as your
My final four. My final 4. John Cena,
Mm-hmm.
Roman Reigns,
Mm-hmm.
CM Punk, and
Okay.
here's a swerve: Carmelo Hayes.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting. Ego, who do you have as your final 4?
Final 4. I've got my Iron Man is still hanging in there. CM Punk. We've got John Cena, Seth Rollins, and my 4th, Braun Breaker.
Okay. So my final 2 are Jacob Fatu and The Rock. The Rock is directing. The Rock is directing traffic, telling Jacob what to do. Jacob takes out Roman. Jacob takes out Cena. Jacob's getting all fired up. Rock just does this. Hand out, points to Jacob, and then points out the ring. Jacob climbs over the top rope, eliminates himself in the most dickish way possible. The Rock doesn't even break a sweat. My
Really?
winner
Ryan, do you know what I'm thinking?
of the 2025 Royal Rumble is The Rock to challenge Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship, Night 2, WrestleMania.
You just did the finger poke of death.
Matt, who you got?
And versus Cody.
My final 2 are Jacob Fatu and Braun Breaker.
Okay. Ooh, nice one. And
And there's a story to this. So what happens is this: Braun Breaker is going to win this, okay? And
Oh, wow.
but it's not going to end there. They're going to break the ring. They're going to go through the. This is going to be King Kong versus Godzilla in Tokyo. They're going to have referees come try to get the bug. Refs are going to go flying. They're going to set up a rivalry between these two that'll play out later in the year, right? Because Fatu is, the werewolf of the bloodline, so he gets up doing command. But they're going to return to what happened here. This is going to be like that Undertaker Brock brawl. Remember from a few years ago where it went all over the place. These two are going to get set up with this humongous brawl after Braun eliminates Fatu's going to roll right back in under the ring, and they're just going to keep going.
Okay.
We're gonna fade on the Royal Rumble with them fighting and just all over the place.
Now,
Okay.
now so Braun wins. Who does Braun face?
Okay, so this is what I'm voting that they're gonna keep him away from the bloodline storyline other than the Fatu thing. So he's gonna challenge Gunther.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Okay, Brad, who you got?
My final two. Greatest hits. John Cena and CM Punk.
Nice.
Ooh, Cena. Nice.
And who wins?
The winner is CM Punk.
Ooh.
And at WrestleMania 41, CM Punk faces Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship.
So between now and then, Drew is going to beat.
He's beating Gunther.
Okay.
Beating Gunther.
All right.
Punk holds off picking. He holds off picking because he hears at Elimination Chamber, Drew and Gunther are going for the title.
Okay. All righty. Ego.
And that continues the storyline.
Okay.
Which is probably one of the best storylines right now.
Ego, who you got?
I've got for my final two, John Cena and Braun Breaker.
Ooh.
Okay.
And the winner I've got is going to be John Cena.
Okay. And who will he challenge?
Man. I'm going to have to go with Cody Rhodes WrestleMania Night 2.
Okay.
This one. It's going to be
All
boring, I think, but it's like if Cody drops back after a year because Roman and Rock got their own thing going on, that he drops it to John Cena, he gets a 17. I know he's going to retire at the end of the year, but he's going to stick on WWE, maybe in an announcer form. So that's the way I see him getting the title 17 is through this.
I'm sorry, my championship match is also WrestleMania Night 2.
Gotcha.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
All righty. So that's the basic. You have the pen for the men's side of the Royal Rumble. Next week, the women's. Right?
Well, I actually have something to add to this.
Okay.
Because quite frankly, those are all nice. But they lack the pop. They lack all the pop. Literally everything in the history of wrestling. So what's going to happen in the Royal Rumble? It's not going to be John Cena. It's not going to be The Rock. They will be a part of it, yes. But in my opinion, it will be Roman Reigns who actually wins. And hold on, let me hear me out.
Go on.
It'll be John Cena and The Rock come face to face again. Another go round. So for WrestleMania Night 1, it will be John Cena and The Rock. It'll be Night 1. Roman Reigns against Cody Rhodes. In my opinion, literally Roman Reigns will put on the most incredible match, but he will lose again.
Real.
And it will come down to the fact that there is actually literally interference from, I'll say, the bloodline of either side, whether direction you want to go.
Interesting.
Night 2.
Wait on night 2 because after we do the ladies Rumble, we're gonna book both nights 5 matches for WrestleMania. So hang on to that one.
Okay, I got it.
No spoilers. So you got in in
So he has-
Royal Rumble?
so
Who's in your mind? Who's winning the Royal Rumble, Ryan?
He said Roman.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All righty. So next week, like I said, the women's Royal Rumble. Let's go around the horn. Matt, what do you got coming up?
So I just posted my reviews for AEW's All in London and WWE's Bash in Berlin. I want to say back in Berlin. Plus a couple of from my Jacob Ironside and I reading the Little Golden Books. This is an amusing thing we've been doing on our live stream. And what else do I have coming up? My Friday stream with Jacob, Friday Pandemonium, and tomorrow Joker. Are you on the stream tomorrow, Joker?
Yep.
We're
Sure am.
going to be talking Forbidden Planet.
Yep.
It's a classic movie. I'm forcing myself, much as I want to murder my eyes, to watch Rings of Prime a second time so I can do my videos for it.
Dude,
Do it.
God
know.
bless you.
I got 20 minutes in, and I do 2 videos. I do like a review, which is just about the writing and whatever, and I do a lore video with all the lore violations. 20 minutes in, I have 7 slides of lore violations, and I could do 15 of them. You know.
Wow.
But anyway, so that the episodes 1 and 2 should be out by the end of the weekend. 3 I'll probably get out with 4 next week. You know,
Gotcha.
that's kind of it. And obviously
Brad.
we're here next week.
Brad, what do you got next week or coming up?
Tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific, I will be on Static 2020's weekend pregame, where we're going to be discussing some politics stuff, probably some weird cultural stuff, as always. Then after that, God, I hope I can actually get to some videos this weekend. I think my work schedule is actually lightening up that I can actually have time to enjoy doing a video. Otherwise, I'll be back here next week on Wednesday night. If you want to see me get slowly drunk last Friday night after a after a fantasy football league, go watch Dermy's Ballbusters, because that was a 3-hour stream, and words don't work as well after about 1 o'clock for me.
No, they don't.
Promote Dermy, he sucks.
That's okay. I shocked him several times.
Nice.
I don't want to know.
All right, Ego.
First of all, guys, I want to say this was a lot of fun. I had
This
my
was a lot of
reservations about if you had the pen, I was going to freak out about it, and I was frustrated by it. But this wound up being a lot of fun. I really shout out to you, JV, for bringing this up and setting this up, and Ryan for what will be a dope introduction segue to this, because this was more fun than I thought it was going to be. As far as me, I am working on probably one of the hottest takes that I've had for a video, and it includes one album. It includes me actually having the soundtrack to said movie, so I'm working on doing some of the background research on it. I'll be talking with my buddy Dogulus in about a week and a half on a missing persons case from Unsolved Mysteries. And of course, not this Sunday, but the Sunday after, me and the wife Shira will be doing our Ordinary Gains at 5 p.m. Central. Again, not this Sunday, but the next Sunday. And got some more hot takes and grievances on there that I've been writing down. But again, dude,
Gotcha.
this is awesome take, man. This is awesome.
Cool. Ryan, what do you got?
My apologies. It's been a long week, probably a couple of weeks. Yes, working 60 plus hours to go to the UK for someone special. Anyway, that being said, I came in at the ass end of critiquing the Royal Rumble, so I get 0.5% credit. So, but that being said, seriously, shout out to all you guys for carrying the show. It was awesome. Thank you for that. And I'll try to be more prepared next week. The man who gets to say goodbye is the one and only Joke Force. That's
right. So you can catch myself and Matt tomorrow, as he said, with Roman of the Empire, talking about the sci-fi classic Forbidden Planet. And again, next week, we're going to continue this with the ladies' Royal Rumble. Until then, guys, have a great week. Always have fun. Keep talking, and toodles.
If you smell.
If you smell what the rock is cooking, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Miami, Florida, weighing 275 pounds, the People's Champion, The Rock.